Hey, we're back again. We wanted to talk, there was not enough time in the other video, so we wanted to talk about how a lot of times in relationships, everyone always thinks that it has to be the other person to change, when in reality, you need to focus on yourself and focus on what you can do versus always being like, well, you need to do this, you know?
Yes.
You can do from a man. I'll do a woman for a second.
As a guy or as guys, it's very easy to look at your girl, woman, and just think, well, she's not giving me this or she's doing that. I'm giving the best I can, and you just think that you don't need to change. That it's just her. You're doing the best you can, and a lot of guys they use the excuse that I work a lot, so I'm giving you all you need, or I'm buying you special things, I'm giving you all you need, or I'm not talking to another girl, so I'm giving you all you need. Never put a cap on your love, and honestly, you never, ever, 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 ever want you never ever want there to be any situation or any scenario where another guy can love your girl better than you can.
And we don't mean physically before marriage.
Yes,
we're not married, so this is for courting.
Take time, really take time to talk to your girl and really ask, what is it that I can do better? What is it that you want out of me? What do you want me to do? And I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 you will shock and awe her by that question. There are times when I ask her, I'm just like, what do you want me to do? Like, what is it that you want out of me? And I don't mean it sarcastically. I mean, honestly, what is it that she wants out of me?
It shocks me.
Yes, shock and awe. You do that because most of the time, honestly, I don't see people really your woman complaining for no reason. She just wakes. I know we see the memes and we see the jokes. It's just like, how can I ruin his day? But honestly, when you're happy and you're flowing, and this really applies to, this only applies to relationships built on the Lord, because I can't really speak from a worldly perspective. But when you're built on the Lord and you're pleasing Him, you're going to flow. You're going to be really happy, and you're going to see, how can I show her love in this area? How can I be better? How can I love her more? How can I communicate? A lot of things with guys, particularly with us, is communication. I like to be quiet. I like to just lay back and chill and just be myself. But I see that bothers her. So I have
not being yourself.
Well, I am
when you're quiet,
calm, and
for me, that's like, I think something's wrong.
Yeah, and she thinks something's wrong. I mean, I'm not doing anything by being quiet, but honestly,
girls, do you understand? We're communicators.
And she's a communicator. Communication is big with her. Even though I may be doing 8 things out of 10 right, in my own eyes, I need to listen to her. Listen, like, as a man, it is very important to listen to her. You can be like, okay, what do you want me to do right? And then she'll tell you what she wants you to do, and then it's like, you're like, well, I can do something else and do something better. It's like, no, listen. What is it that she actually told you? Because you'll save a lot of stress and heartache if you just listen to her and just make the changes. It's not like, it's not being something that you're not supposed to be. It's, I love you, I'm willing to make the sacrifice to do this for you. So if you're one of the people that has, the story of basically, I went through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 relationships, and it was her fault. She did this. It was just her. I was the perfect man. It's kind of like,
it's probably you.
It could very well be you, and that's something really, just take a look, and it will really open your eyes, and you'll develop a true spirit of humility when you can look at yourself and be like, I need to be better. Bring on the woman's perspective.
For women, we're difficult. We're really difficult. As women, we could just be very pushy towards men, I think. Like, we always want our man to be perfect. And I think that's a big problem nowadays because...
I'm just listening.
Because you have to realize that, like, I know with him, like, I'm realizing that, like, with him, I can't be naggy. I can't always be pushy, and I need to seriously sometimes get myself together and actually talk to him. And also, too, I'm realizing that I can't change him. I have to actually pray for him, and there's the right way and the wrong way to go about issues. I don't know what else to say.
Say what comes to mind, baby.
As far as also another big problem with women is that we always think it's the man's fault, and honestly, it's not always the man's fault. Sometimes it's our fault. I know a lot of times he'll just be quiet, and I will get emotional because he's not talking or whatever. I don't think he's giving me enough attention, and I cause an argument in the relationship that shouldn't even be there. And yeah, that's another big problem for us women. Another problem is making excuses for the way we act. So basically, you have to really ask yourself, like, okay, so I want him to do this, this, and this, but what about you? If he asks you to do something, are you gonna do it? You know, like if he brings up something, you have to also be willing to, like, okay, let me see. You know, you can't always be defiant and crazy about it. You actually hear him out and stuff. Anything else?
A great example to look at it, because I know a lot of people will watch this or read stuff about this and just be like, well, you don't know my story, you don't know what I've been through, I'm not going to give this without getting this in return. And we understand that, but look at it this way. We're in a relationship with God. God's perfect. He gives you everything you need. He gives you absolutely things you don't deserve, and still our relationship with him is not perfect. Still, it doesn't make us happy. Still, we just want more. So even if you were to have a perfect girl, even if you were to have a perfect guy, it wouldn't be enough. You know, there's always work to be done. It's never just one person, because we are in a relationship with a perfect and loving God, and still we want more, and still we're not happy enough. You know, still we think that God needs to do more. You know, so really seriously take this to heart, and not saying to walk around and think that you're just this horrible person. Oh my goodness, I just have nothing to bring to the table. It's not that. It's really ask God, how can I change? Ask the person that you're with, how can I be better? And you will truly grow, and you will bring a joy in your relationship that only God can give you, because none of us are perfect. None of us are going to have it all together. Heck, even later today, we could have a disagreement or something, you know.
That's also something else too. Another big pointer is don't look at like, don't say relationship to say relationship goals, because you very well could have what a lot of good couples have if you would just put in the work. You know, don't look at other relationships and be like, well, I want that, I want this, I want. It's never a competition. You know, and that's something else that is really a big issue. It's too many couples try to copy other couples, and you know, God has a different story for all of us. It's not, no one's going to be the same, and that's something big too, you know. And also something else, going back to the relationship thing, like if you're that unhappy in a relationship and you just cannot get happy with them, then break it off, you know. I mean, there's no point in staying with someone that, you know, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it gets to the point where you're so unhappy and it's just, there's a few things to look at it. One, ask yourself, are you trying to get pure, straight up joy and all your fulfillment from this person? Because if I look at her and I'm just like, I need all my love from you, I need you to provide for me, be my everything, baby, oh my goodness, you know, and it's just like, wait, God's supposed to be your everything.
Right.
You know, don't make the other person your everything. It's just like, oh, what would I do without you? I'm not saying just put up a wall and be like, I don't need you. You know, it's just that your first joy, your first love should be rooted in the Lord. If you always, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, it's kind of like, well,
they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
They can't fulfill your inside need.
You know, she's not going to fulfill my every need. I'm not going to fulfill her every need. She's not supposed to fulfill my every need. I'm not supposed to fulfill her every need. So Another great thing about building your relationship on the Lord is that you both realize you're never going to be perfect. I'm never going to be perfect, but we're chasing a perfect God, and a perfect God is the root of our relationship, and that will give you joy because you do it together. And it helps you understand the person more too, because it's like, you know what? I messed up yesterday, I was in my emotions the other day. I understand that you're in your emotions today. The Lord will really give you wisdom. He'll really guide you. He'll help you love the other person the way He loves you.
Right.
And that's perfect love. You can't beat that. It's the best. I don't care what anyone says. No love better than God love. But also with relationships, you guys only see a snapshot or a few minutes on a video of what a relationship is. You go on Instagram, you see the picture, it's like, oh my gosh, she bought her flowers. Or you see a video, it's like, look at that, they're smiling.
It's not always like that.
It's not always smiles. It's not being pessimistic, but everyone has their struggles. Everyone has hard times to go through. The Lord was perfect. He is perfect, and even in His life, He had to go through struggles. So never look at a situation, a relationship, and think that they have it all together. They don't know what I'm going through. They don't understand what it's like to be in pain or to argue. They're always happy. No,
we're not always happy. We have arguments. We disagree, just like everyone else, about dumb stuff too. So.
Very dumb stuff.
Like, what's something?
So don't ever think that you're alone, or that couples that seem to have it all together, because none of us have it all together. It's the Lord that gives us any sort of guidance. Without Him, we would just be heartbroken, running around, doing whatever. So if you see that joy and you see that happiness, don't look at us and be like, yes, they do X, Y, and Z, that's why they're happy. No, Jesus gives us that happiness.
And you take it one day at a time. You wake up, you ask Him for the strength to get through the day, and that's it,
And also, if you see a problem in your relationship or something, pray together. Just come together. Communication. Communication's huge. If there's a problem, talk about it. Because if you're not going to talk with your significant other, who are you going to talk to? A side chick, a side dude, or whatever, a side piece or whatever. Learn to communicate, because if you want to get married, what are you going to do? Run to the bar or whatever? It's going to be your other half. And you're going to be one. So the reason we do all this now is because when we do get married, we want to be able to just carry it over.
Because your mindset doesn't automatically change once you put a ring on your finger. It starts now.
Exactly. But we hope you all enjoyed that video, and there will be tons and tons of videos to come in the future. And if you have anything you want us to talk about, or something to address, or you have questions, comment below. If you're a guy, contact me. If you're a girl, contact her. Or if you want to contact the ministry, LoveRenewed316, you can, and we will try our very best to answer your questions and to help you in any way we can.
Alright, so that's it.
Until next time, guys.